Repeat after me. To have the life of my dreams, I must let go of old patterns. Be thankful for someone who believes in you, inspires you, and helps you live your best life. That's true love. Whatever you can imagine already exists. You just have to quantum jump and match the frequency of that reality. Let go of the stories about yourself that still hold you down. You were that person at one time, but you've been growing, putting in the work, and maturing into someone brand new. Now it is the time to release those self-limiting thoughts so you can thrive in your next chapter. Choose your intuition over being polite every time. No one is gonna die from you saying no to them or you not wanting to be around them, but you can cause your path serious damage by trusting the wrong people, just because you wanted to be nice. I have a disease that kills 1 in 10 sufferers and people still don't believe it's real. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. Nothing in the world can bother you as much as your own mind, I tell you. In fact, others seem to be bothering you, but it's not others, it is your own mind. Instead of buying your children all the things you never had, you should teach them all the things you were never taught. Material wears out, but knowledge stays. If you lost something or someone, but you found yourself, you won. When you raise your vibration, all that is not in alignment will naturally leave your life. When other people are stressing about their lives, but you're at peace because you've learned to trust the process, you learn who you are by unlearning who they taught you to be. This is it. A calm person is so attractive. A person who doesn't yell when they're upset, who brings peace and ease instead of anxiety and stress. Your power is so strong that whatever you believe comes true. You are the way you are because that is what you believe about yourself. Your whole reality, everything you believe, is your creation. Eventually, you stop avoiding difficulties and start welcoming them. You become clearly aware that the more difficulties you overcome, the faster you move along the path of your spiritual development. And this awareness is a clear indication of your spiritual growth. Replacing "why is this happening to me" with "what is this trying to teach me" is a game changer. Things happen for us to learn and grow from. When we realize this, our perspective shifts from disempowered to empowered. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. As you heal, you realize setting boundaries is not selfish. Disagreement is not a personal attack. Opinion of another is not a reflection of your worth. Attention is not always love. Being stubborn is not protecting your self-image. Gossiping is not connection. What you think is not always true. Overextending yourself is not kindness. As soon as you choose you, everything else chooses you too. This is the season of you. Energy transfer is real. Stop letting people who are at war with themselves lower your vibration. It's a must you protect your peace. Your happiness is essential. Your self-care is a necessity. Your mental health should always be a priority over any friendship or relationship. Your boundaries are not making you lose friends or family members. Your boundaries are making you lose gaslighters, emotional abusers, needy and greedy manipulators, self-centered narcissists, and energy-draining vampires. Keep standing up for yourself. You're doing great. Without gratitude, everything can feel like nothing. With gratitude, nothing can feel like everything. Do you know what happens when you decide to stop worrying about what other people might think of you? You get to dance, you get to sing, you get to laugh loudly, paint, write, and create. You get to be yourself. And you know what? Some people won't like you, but it just won't bother you all that much. A person who enjoys solitude always gives others their space. No matter what kind of a relationship it is, healthy space nourishes the connection. But when someone is uncomfortable with solitude, they become codependent. Such people become so dependent on others that they don't let them breathe. Solitude is the foundation of self-love. A person who enjoys their own company knows themselves on a soul level. When someone truly loves themselves, they give others space not out of obligation but out of love. Giving others space is like setting them free, and the more you let go, the deeper the connection gets. The ego thinks love is possession, but it's actually giving the other the freedom to be themselves. Growing up is realizing how many things don't deserve your energy. Your energy is a gift. Not everyone deserves to have access to it. Not everyone deserves to be surrounded by it. Not everyone deserves to emotionally and mentally benefit from it. Save your high vibrating energy for those who genuinely care for the evolution of your spirit. Your soul is golden. Not many like you have been created. A gem this rare is bound to attract all sorts of characters. It's up to you to decide how close one gets to it. There's no telling where the universe will take you next, but you know it will take you far. A soul like yours was made to go the distance. It's okay if you didn't realize until now that you're a walking diamond. The more pressure that's applied, the more dazzling you become. The universe is showing us a divide right now. Do not engage with the lower dimensional behavior. Acknowledge for what it is: projection, ego, and unhealed wants. Stay on your path. Keep moving forward. Do not invite the past back in. This is a divine message to stay on track. If you spend a lot of time and energy doing your inner work, eventually you'll have to distance yourself from people who don't. Otherwise, you'll end up constantly at odds with the work they're avoiding. If I ever stop talking to you and remove you from my life, hope you understand how hard it was for me. I have a terrible habit of holding on to the little bit of good in people, no matter how bad they clearly are for me. So if I don't associate myself with you anymore, it's because you pushed me far past my limits. The desire to know your own soul will end all other desires. Spirituality is not about being perfect. It's about embracing your imperfections and learning to love yourself just as you are. As your vibration raises, forces will come to work against you. They are afraid of your power. Your spiritual awakening scares the sleepers. You have been shaken out of your comfort zone. The universe is inviting you to grow. Allow this process to take place. You are so strong, don't you lose sight of what is meant for you. You're not reading this by accident. This is your confirmation that everything's gonna be alright. Your miracle is on the way. Affirm. Everything I desire to manifest is waiting for me. All I have to do is allow myself to receive it graciously. Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. I am stepping into my power and taking responsibility for my life. I cultivate an environment of love, joy, and harmony, breaking free from limitations and living with passion and purpose. As I make these conscious choices, I inspire others to pursue their dreams. I am confident in my abilities and trusting my inner wisdom. I let go of self-imposed restrictions, embracing my limitless potential and becoming more aligned with my true purpose. With every accomplishment, my confidence grows and I am empowered to reach greater heights. Spiritual secrets you learn over time. The sun upgrades your DNA. The moon strengthens your psychic abilities. Trees absorb negative energies. The ocean has the ability to cleanse your aura and trigger a psychological state of calm and contentment. The places you visit, the content you engage with, the partner you choose, the people you hang with, and the shows you watch, everything holds a vibration that can direct your thoughts, influence your actions, and leave an emotional imprint. So choose wisely. Curate your energy carefully. The universe tests how real you are by surrounding you with energies that are fake. When we are desperate, we choose the fake energy over the real one because of the short-term benefit we get out of it. But in the long run, you are becoming a vibrational match to a reality where you are no longer authentic. The ego always wants a shortcut. When all someone wants is money, they will end up doing anything for it, irrespective of whether it's good or bad for others. Your highest self wants you to take the higher road. It requires you to be patient for the real opportunities instead of falling for the fake ones. When you choose, your conscience should be pure, not guilty. The universe bestows miracles to those who always choose the authentic and real energy. My life is full of love in all forms. I feel the feeling of love flowing through my entire being. I am loved by all the amazing people in my life. I also take the time to show myself that same love. Every day I am seeing examples of just how much love I have in my life. I am allowing myself permission to put my needs first and focus on me. My cup isn't always full. As much as I want to give, there is also time I must replenish myself. I choose to take time for self-care and what's best for me. It is okay to take breaks and find time off to work on me. Anything that you say after I am, you become, because words cast powerful spells. That's why it's called spelling. When you finally realize your worth, the game will change. You have to value, appreciate, and love yourself first. That's a hard thing to do when you're such a giver, but you can't pour from an empty cup. You gotta pray like your words can shift reality, like the universe is listening, like your words can turn anything into gold, because they can. Life does not always give you what you want, but if you look closely, you will see that it gives you what you need for your growth. Some stranger somewhere still remembers you because you were kind to them when no one else was. You can't grow with people who don't love how growth looks on you. 10 signs you have a good life. Number 1. You are breathing. Number 2. You are kind to others. Number 3. You have clean water. Number 4. You have a friend who cares. Number 5. Your heart is beating. Number 6. You have a healthy mind. Number 7. You have a roof over your head. Number 8. You have the ability to dream. Number 9. You can see. Number 10. You have the ability to learn. A man is not great because he hasn't failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him. When you start outgrowing your past, it's really rare that people from your past understand you. As you start evolving, your highest self requires you to move into the unknown, but the old relationships or friendships would want you to stay the same. If someone really loves you, They will embrace your growth and support you in your journey. They won't ask you to stay in your past because of their attachment. You can't live life for the role you play in other people's life. You have to be the center of your universe. Never feel guilty for making your growth and highest self a priority. If you feel like you don't fit in this world, it is because you are here to help create a new one. I am dedicated to reaching my highest potential and living a life of purpose and passion. I recognize the limitless possibilities that lie within me and trust in my ability to manifest my dreams. By tapping into my inner strength, creativity, and wisdom, I can achieve anything I set my mind to. I release all that is out of alignment to my truest self. I am ready to thrive as my highest self. I am pushing forward every day. I have the power to shape my story. I have the potential to create my dream life. No one or thing outside of me can stop me. Some people will learn how to appreciate you by losing you. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. If people treated you like an option, leave them like a choice. You're worth being loved and adored. I am at peace with who I am as a person. I am constantly growing and changing every day. Through all my obstacles in life, I obtain lessons that help me move forward and closer towards my higher self. I am grateful for who I am now and who I am becoming. Self-love and self-care are so important for me. I will continue to show up for myself and prioritize my mental health. I make choices that honor my life and values. I am a unique, beautiful individual who will continue to attract the same energy into my life. I am blessed now. I am great now. I am successful now. I am complete now. I am filled with love now. It's all happening in this moment. I claim all this to be true for me today. I transcend into possibilities. I am being lifted higher into new thoughts and opportunities. Getting your shit together requires a level of honesty you can't even imagine. There's nothing easy about realizing you're the one that's been holding you back this whole time. I don't think the healing process ever ends. I just think there comes a time when you decide that your wounds aren't going to stop you from becoming the person you want to be. Self-love is a lifelong journey, and sometimes it's harder than others. You just have to commit. Only in my pain did I find my will. Only in my chaos did I learn to be still. Only in my fear did I find my might. Only in my darkness did I see my light.